This is ESPL Boxing. Delighted as always to be joined by British heavyweight champion Fabio Wardley. Fabio, thank you for your time. Big press conference, big fight feeling. We know you've been known Dillian Whyte, worked with him for a number of years now. Just thoughts on the press conference today, please.
Yeah, good. It was an interesting one, wasn't it? Because you didn't know necessarily what to expect. Some people were wondering if it was going to kick off, if they were going to be pally and friendly about it. It was a little bit in the middle. I wouldn't say it kicked off at all, but there was a few spicy comments back and forth, probably as you expected. But sets the stage pretty well. I think it's a good start. I think this is going to be a bit of a burner. The build-up will come over time and the digs, and then when we get to the fight week press conference, I think that's when kind of the build-up, the emotions, the anticipation will be higher and things will really kick off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these two go way back. We're all aware of kind of the story of the amateur fight, everything else. Do you think there's hatred there? Do you think it's personal? What would you identify the relationship between the two to be now?
I think it's more healthy competition. I think there's a healthy respect between them of knowing, like, look, we've both achieved good things in this sport and we're doing well for kind of British boxing and British heavyweight boxing, but ultimately it's business. You're an opponent for me at the end of the day, and I've got to do my job. And if I have to get in your head a bit, if I have to say some nasty things about you, it is what it is. I'm just doing my job at the end of the day. So I think I don't think it's too personal. There may be a bit of underlying dislike between the pair of them, but I don't think it's anything that goes too deep.
Just one more question about the fight, Fabio. What's Dillian's reaction been to this fight being made and being announced in your opinion? Have you spoken to much the last few weeks about it?
I haven't spoken to him loads about it. I know he's wanted this fight for a long time. Like, he spoke about it before, even previously, even way before the conversations of him were being put in the picture. And that's why, obviously, when it came around, he's easy to work with. He just says, yeah, okay, cool, no worries, put it on. Like, I'll do it. And it was made. That's why I think everyone was kind of shocked when it even got made, because it happened actually quite quick. Everyone was like, his name was mentioned, and then a few weeks later it was signed and done, and we're seeing posters and all sorts. So I think that's what added to the intrigue of, oh, okay, this is actually done. We've got a fight on our hands, so it's going to be massive.
Brilliant. Just on to yourself now, Fabio. We're aware of your situation the last couple of months. Imagine you're sick of talking about it, sick of thinking about it. Moving forwards, chance of you being on this undercard? Any idea when you're next going to be out yourself?
Yeah, 50-50 at the moment for this card. It's a conversation we've had with the team about going on the card and obviously fighting on the bill. Having the right opponent is the question mark at the moment. Who's going to slot in that quickly always leaves a bit of a question. So that's one thing that's probably holding it up. But in terms of other options as well, we've been talking about other dates and things. So it's not set in stone. We're just playing around with different ideas at the moment.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, if that fight with Fraser Clark had been made, you would have been main eventing. Just mentioned you possibly being on the undercard there. Is it a priority for you to be a main event fighter in the next 2 or 3 fights? Is that important to you?
I think so. Yeah. You don't know. Don't get me wrong. I fought on Dill's undercard. I fought on AJ's undercard. They're great. They're a pleasure to be on, and it's a privilege as well. Don't get me wrong. But also, I want to move into that bracket where I'm headlining my own shows and where it's my name at the top and I'm heading the bill, and that's where I want to move into. So I already bring the entertainment factor. I'm always an entertaining watch, so I've already got that. I just need the right dance partner now.
Fantastic. Fabio, final question from me. Now you've got a fantastic relationship with Ipswich Town Football Club. That Portman Road fight has been discussed. Any more discussions about that? Chance of seeing that in the next year or so?
Not since. No more discussions since. We kind of know where we stood with it being. It was timing wise that it worked so well for the last one, but unfortunately it's not going to be something that's going to be able to be done until probably summer of next year. Like I say, it's harder to do when the football season is on, finding the right amount of gap in between as not to affect the pitch too much for the players and stuff. So it would look more so kind of summer next year, but the club are very keen. They love the idea. They really want to get it on. So as and when we come to them with a good fight and a proposal, I think they'll be more than happy to jump on board.
Fabio Wardley, all the best. Hope to see you out again soon. Thanks very much for your time.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.